Hello, Scorpio. How are you? I hope you've been taking excellent care of yourself since the last time we met. Met for November's reading. I'm really grateful to be exchanging energy with you today and connecting with Spirit to bring you the messages that you need to hear for the coming month ahead. Right now, we are reading for December 2022. I'm having some trouble talking. That's interesting. So I'm reading for December 2022, and we're going to be asking Spirit what messages, guidance, clarity, advice they have for you over the next 30 days. So go ahead and take a deep breath for me. Breathe in through your nose for about 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 2 to 3 seconds, and then exhale through your mouth for 5 to 6 seconds. And notice how your energy kind of settles down a little bit as you connect more into the energy of this reading and the messages that your guides have for you. All right, Scorpio. I have already prayed and meditated over your cards, so we're just going to jump right in. Thank you, Spirit. They want these as well. Okay. Messages for Scorpio. Scorpio, December 2022, please and thank you, Spirit. Any further messages for Scorpio 2022? Thank you. Looks like we might have about 5, so let's look and see what we have so far. We have the Last Judgment, 6 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. There's a lot going on here in your reading for you, Scorpio. At the center of your reading, we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords always makes me think of a very quick-moving energy, something that has a lot of momentum behind it. And I believe this is pertaining to your work right now. Although there are a couple different elements going on in this reading, but right now we're talking about what you do for work in the world, how you make money, your occupation, and the fulfillment that you get from that occupation. I feel as though this is something that you have spent a great deal of time contemplating, making sure that you get it right, that your work has to be fulfilling to you. It has to be helping others. You have to be able to find that spark, that joy, that has to be part of what you do. Otherwise, you're left feeling very, very unfulfilled, very unhappy. You probably have the Sunday scaries before you go to work on Monday morning, And that's no way to live. That's no way to be. A lot of times our fear-based brain, which is there to help keep us alive and keep us surviving, sometimes it can run away. Our thoughts can run away with us. And then before you know it, we're circling around this thought pattern of what is, worst case scenarios is what I'm trying to say. And these kind of thoughts just creep in so easily because they've been so ingrained in you since you were so little. I mean, you were forced to see the world in only one color. Or, there was the fear there of being banished to hell for all eternity. And all of your loved ones that come after you being banished to hell as well. So I'm really resonating with this because I am a Scorpio sun. And I feel like I can be talking to anybody who's got heavy Scorpio placements in their chart, but I feel like I'm predominantly speaking with Scorpio suns. Yeah. So these beliefs were put on you from a very young age before you were even able to form your own thoughts or opinions about the world, and you were told you could only see the world this way, this one very specific way. And if you deviated from that or sinned or anything like that, there's these horrible things that were going to happen to you. That is how I was. That is the environment I was raised in. And I feel as though Spirit is bringing this up because there is an element of you still kind of having these hang-ups from your past holding you back, I say hang-ups, things that hurt you, things that shaped and molded you into the person that you are now, for better or worse. There's a real need to recognize that you were being taught and fed things by people who had also been taught and fed things, and so on, until it kind of turns into the game of telephone. And somewhere along the line, someone was trying to gain control over someone else, so they tweaked the story to benefit their agenda, and so it goes. Spirit's really asking us to be cognizant of that, which feels like an incredibly powerful message right now. I'm also getting this energy of lily pads or leapfrogging from one idea to another. And I feel like you are just in a very creative and rich and abundant time in your life right now. Your mind is very fertile with lots of great ideas and things that you really could put into practice if you had the time and the resources. I think it's a matter of finding the things that speak the most to you. What is the most fulfilling? What brings you the most joy? And then head that way. So as you speed off into the sunset on the back of this horse, Spirit's just asking for you to have a little more faith in yourself about the direction that you're supposed to go on your path ahead, and that it's all right to let go of the assumptions or ways of being or ways of believing. It's okay to let that stuff go if it doesn't serve you anymore. You're allowed to make choices for yourself now. And this reading is really resonating with me, so I may be the only one that needs to hear this, but I'm very, very grateful for this message right now, Spirit. I genuinely needed to hear this, and so I can only hope and pray that it resonates for someone else and helps someone else right now. So I want to also mention that what you do for work, how you show up for work in the world, is going to be going much faster very quickly. It's almost like a boulder rolling down a hill, and it gets more momentum as it goes faster and faster. And there is a real sense of kind of saying, are you ready for this? We need you to be ready for this because this is kind of your moment. This is your time, I'm hearing. So how is it that you can fully show up in the world with whatever this is that you're so passionate about. Find a way to help yourself and also help others so you can still generate income for yourself while helping other people. Then there's nothing to feel like shameful or guilty about in that, because we have to remember that money is truly energy, and energy is infinitely abundant. So that must mean that money is infinitely abundant. And I know that sometimes we can't see that, but we also can't see all the money sitting in the Federal Reserve or wherever. I may be totally wrong on what that is. I'm sorry. But hopefully you understand the point that we're trying to make. The universe is infinitely abundant, and we are a part of that abundance. We are a part of that energy, and so we can tap into that anytime that we want to. It's all about changing your perspective, changing your mindset, and really connecting with your higher self, connecting with spirit, and moving towards your goal with excitement and knowing that you are on the right path. Because as long as you're following your gut and what really lights you up, what really inspires you, what doesn't give you the Sunday scaries, that's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. And I feel as though I can guarantee you now, and mind you, divine timing is always at play here. But the universe will support you and see you on that path once you make the decision. Things may not always be perfect, and we may not see how a situation was actually divinely guided for us until way after the fact. But that's part of having that faith in spirit, having faith in the universe, and also in yourself. You really are a star in your own right. I'm hearing that you are like a cool breeze. Your energy and your presence, it helps clear other people's energy. You may notice certain people are just very drawn to you right away, and you might think, why is that? I don't feel like I have anything that special. And you're starting to realize just how special you are, how incredibly special and precious your energy that you just naturally possess, how incredible that is. And there is a reason people want to be around you, because that kind of energy and the way someone carries themselves, that is infectious when we get around someone who really makes us feel seen. And I feel like you're someone who has been through so much, so many highs and so many lows in their life, that it's very easy for you to tap in and empathize with others. And people can feel that from you. So I'm getting the sense that spending time with you feels like just getting the warmest, most welcoming hug you can imagine, and that you pretty much always leave people better than you found them. And what a remarkable quality that is to have, Scorpio. Really remarkable. This card says the Lord of Triumph of Light. It's the Chariot card. And so I'm getting a lot about duality here, a lot of mirroring energy in this card. And I feel as though Spirit's wanting to really highlight how much this new path that they're hoping that you'll take, that you're going to take, is going to pick up steam and really take off. And you're going to be seeing evidence of Spirit working firsthand in your life, because you've been working to co-create with Spirit. I just keep hearing what a force to be reckoned with in regard to you. Like a whirlwind, like a tornado kind of energy. It's very, very cool. So let's get a few more messages for you here, Scorpio. What deck would you like me to use, Spirit? Okay. They said Enchanted Map Oracle. So thank you, Spirit. I need to fix these cards. I just looked up. I'm one of those people. I'm someone that likes symmetry. Is that the right word? And I figure if you're staring at this, it would probably really bug you if it was crooked. So, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Further messages for Scorpio, December 2022. The next 30 days from when Scorpio is watching this reading, Spirit. Please and thank you. Ooh, goblins, number 5. We did get it in the protection message. So we'll look at that here in a minute. I'm feeling at least one more from this deck. Thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you. Further messages for Scorpio, December 2022. Please and thank you. Further messages for Scorpio. Thank you. So I do want to say first with goblins, coming out in the reversed position. There's definitely something here about some further shadow work that needs to be done. There are a few things still. First, I want to say I'm hearing that you have already done an enormous amount of work on yourself and how proud they are of you for doing this hard work. But there are a few things left, kind of like in the back of a closet you don't use very often. And for you to really be living your highest, best self, and again, I'm having difficulty speaking again. I just heard you have to be able to speak your truth, whatever that looks like for you. You have to be able to fully and authentically speak your truth and not worry about what anyone thinks of you. So this will be different for each and every person. 5s are about change, though. So you actually could have a lot of fear wrapped up around the concept of change, and that's totally normal. But I think this could also be blocking you from some gifts that need to come in. And when I say blocking you, it's because our souls need to be in the best possible place to receive certain things from the universe. This is all part of divine timing. And we all have free will. So time is very fluid. I'm hoping this makes sense, but sometimes we might miss an opportunity, but the same opportunity is going to come back again. What's meant for you will never pass you by. So I'm hoping that makes sense, that is kind of blocking some gifts coming in for you. And I'm hearing that if you go within and meditate, you're going to be able to clear this out very quickly. You're going to know what they're talking about here, and you're going to feel a whole lot better when you're done. So that is one little aside message. And then you also have follow the leader, number 40. It was also in the protection position. And with this card, I am very much getting that with what you do with work, you are going to have to be a leader. You're going to have to be a leader for other people, and you're going to have to be the leader you always wished that you had. You're going to have to be a leader for yourself in some way. You're going to have to be the one that holds yourself accountable and make sure that you have a game plan and you get the thing done, whatever it is that you're working on. But I do feel like you have learned so many lessons here. And I don't think that you're going to let this opportunity pass you by this go around. I think you're actually going to lasso it and really take it and make it yours. I think there are many different opportunities coming your way. I think there are many different paths that you could choose, and I don't believe there's necessarily a wrong one. But I do feel like Spirit is urging you to to recognize and grab at this opportunity that's on its way to you, and to keep doing the work because it's working. You're doing it. You're doing amazing things in this life, Scorpio. You're really helping bring some kind of emotional balance to the collective. And it won't be too long now before you really feel like you're soaring with this, is what I'm getting. It's not going to be long at all, and you're going to feel like you're on a different planet, different wavelength than you were. Are there any other messages, Spirit? All right, I'm getting a thumbs up for you. Scorpio, what a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for connecting with me and spending your precious time with me. Thank you to your guides, and thank you to mine. Incredible Spirit for this reading and this time together. If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Those are totally free ways to help the algorithm and help this channel so I can keep doing what I'm most passionate about, which is bringing you messages from the divine. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can find that information in the description box below, or you can go to theseal.com. So that's what we have for you, Scorpio. December 2022 looks really, really bright, really amazing for you, and I'm very excited. Thank you for connecting with me, and please take excellent care of yourself. I'll see you soon.